gray-colored thing. To me, that pretty much nailed it. That the drawn-on bald guy's head should have been Anubis also. That pretty much nailed it. That the drawn, it should have been Anubis. Especially when this papyrus was with 2 Egyptian mummies that Smith purchased with the scrolls. I mean, why should the Book of Abraham be in a tomb with 2 pagans who were prepared for something not kosher? Anyway, John David, I'll try to steer away from the fact that Smith numbered and labeled something that had nothing to do with Abraham and plenty to do with Egyptian mummies. But it will be hard, since it seems so damning of Smith's credibility. I mean, you won't believe the doubt it creates within me when it comes to Mormonism. It's like in Islam, where the sun has to ask permission of Allah to rise again. Or in atheism, where something complex like life can spring out of chaos instead of experiencing disintegration due to being exposed to the elements. Well, John David, let me know if I missed anything. You said that I didn't respond to something you sent me. I remember you sent me something, but it was very long and I had a hard time following it. Is there any way you could give it to me in summary form? In this latest letter, you sent me a site to take me to thoughts of Joseph Smith's translation, but it was pretty long also. I did read the summary, and I'll try to read it again, but all it seemed to be saying over and over is that the Bible is not enough. It's been corrupted in spite of the evidence presented by the Dead Sea Scrolls, and that this time God has it right. Quote, in the beginning was the gospel preached, and quote, not quote, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You are entitled to believe what you want, but if you believe such a thing, then I'd go for the conduit of God theory in spite of the, quote, written in his own hand, unquote, when concerning the Book of Abraham, which would have to be the world's oldest known surviving document. If Smith is right about it being written in the hand of Abraham. Oh, one more thing. You asked again how the Bible is contradicted by the Book of Mormon. When I presented my reasons last time, you showed scriptures that you felt would get me to believe there are many gods, contradicting, quote, no other God shall be after me, and, quote, besides me there is no other God, and I know not any other God. But to me, those scriptures you presented had nothing to do with gods, but becoming sons of God when becoming born again. Personally, John David, I really don't know how becoming born again and sitting in thrones with Jesus will make us God, or even small g gods. We become sons of God through adoption, through being born again, but to make us create all things and be before all things like Jesus, man, that seems to be stretching it. Sincerely, with love, your cousin.